Alrighty, just got home, man. Running around the usual, you feel me? Let's check out what we did in January, man.
Woo! All right, man, we're gonna check out a recent purchase that I got for my cameras, and I'm super excited because this will give me a lot of flexibility to get some cool shots. All right, so now here is the tripod at its highest set angle, and it's looking down at a 45-degree angle right now. And I'm gonna walk into the picture, and you can see right here that I'm pretty much standing over the car right here, and you can see me, so you can get kind of like an angle of where, you know what I'm saying, let me move over here, where I'm kind of like at right now. And if I was walking to the picture like that, so you get kind of an angle right there, just so you can get different views and different shoots on, so you can get different views and different shoots on your new tripod and camera as well. All right, man, it is January 5th, time to go back to work. I enjoyed my 3.5 weeks, about 3.5 weeks off of work in December. It was well worth it, man. I ain't gonna even lie to you. So 2025 was a transitional year for me, and now I'm entering a new chapter. Got some revamps in the studio, and it's time to get to work, baby. I'm about to go mail off a tripod to my daughter that doesn't stay with me or whatnot. And she called me last night just checking in, you know what I'm saying, woo woo. And she mentioned like, hey, yeah, I thought about you. I saw your video uploaded on YouTube Shorts. Just wanted to check in with you. I was like, that's cool, babe, you know what I'm saying? And, I felt her energy when she said, I saw your video. And the reason why I say that is because my daughter, she also has her own YouTube channel, and she does really, really well. If you know your children got something special, if you know your children is, working themselves towards something bright, positive, and influential and stuff like that, support your children, man. Don't ever rob them from their dreams, that they can't get it or they can't do anything about it, man, and stuff like that, man, because that lives on the inside, you feel me? Always support them if you can. Trust your kids, man. Trust their judgment, and if they veer off, all you got to do is correct them. It's just that simple. Don't make it too complicated. But you know what I'm saying? Just wanted to give y'all that thought right there, man.
All right, so Oregon getting their tail handed to them straight up. But while doing that, I actually finished up my logo, and here's what it looks like. Pretty cool, man. Utilizing Gemini Pro to kind of enhance it a little bit. And kind of bring out the wings out just a little bit more versus my old logo, which is up here. Let me see if I can click on this one. And this is it right here. So I've been rocking with this logo for a long time, but it just felt like it needed a little bit more flair. And you know what I'm saying, with see if I can get out of here. Yeah, and this is what it gave me at first, and then a couple of renditions or whatnot. We finally came down to this one right here. So AI is good for something, you know what I'm saying, but I like this one a little bit better. And you can see it behind white and black, and this is it behind the black. And then had to work on it with the white and black and stuff like that. But I got a 2D image, which is this one right here. So this is more of a flat and not 3D. So it did a great job at modifying my logo. I kind of wanted to keep the same, and yeah, it just did a great job. So all right, man, today is the 9th of January, and I've been debating on, you know what I'm saying, should I upgrade or not upgrade, but should I invest in the Akai MPC 37 key? I've been really looking at it for a while, and I'm thinking about to pull the trigger on it. But while I was researching the Akai products and stuff like that, specifically the MPC 37, I came across this right here, man. I wanted to get you guys. So this came out today, and I got some mixed feelings about it. I ain't gonna even lie to you, man. Like, it feels like an end of an era. This is sad. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I don't know how to take it, you know, but hey, it is what it is. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and head to Guitar Center and check out the Akai MPC 37 and see what we can do with it, man. All right, man. So it's about 3:30 in the morning on a Saturday going into Sunday, and I spent most of the time trying to learn that beauty right there. That's the Akai MPC Key 37, and I have to say, man, I hadn't had this much fun on a piece of equipment since I bought a Roland Phantom X6 back in 2006 or 7, and man, I love that machine. But this right here, I like this. In the studio right here, I had to kind of make a makeshift spot in my studio here, over here next to my sound toys there. All right, so my wife asked me what was my purpose with music, and I kind of looked at her like, I'm not exactly sure what that purpose is per se, but you know, I have to think about it. She was like, nah, don't think about it. Like, what's your purpose? What are you trying to do with your music? And it had me riddled, and I was like, I guess what I'm trying to do with my music is trying to make an influence on folks. And what I mean by influence on folks is, you know what I'm saying, try to inspire someone out there to do something creative with their thought process. And what I mean by that is like, you know, whatever idea that you can come up with, go ahead and, you know, create that idea and, you know, plant the seed of it and watch it grow. That's my purpose. Little station over here, man. Let's go check it out real quick. All right, man. So we have the MP right here, you know what I'm saying? And what I got going on is, you know, I've been using it mostly in controller mode. Now I can use it in standalone mode and basically send the audio out into the color box. It runs through this chain, which is a modulation box, EQ. Then it runs up here to a couple of you know, processors such as a delay and reverb. So if I want to, you know, alter some type of sound, it'll hit preamp, and then, you know, the color box, which has built-in compression on it. I kind of don't like it, so I'm working out some signal chain updates on that, and then it pushes through everything else, just so I can get that right amount of color. But this preamp right here, man, I wasn't using it at first because, you know, everything I use when I'm mixing, and it's over here, you know what I'm saying, I had other preamps, but this is a very inexpensive preamp. This is the Art TPS2, and you know what I'm saying, you just run your sounds through here in stereo or mono, but mostly run it through stereo, man, and it definitely beefs up your sound big time. The cool part about it is that you have this selector knob for different tones. Just picture this knob as if it was EQ, and it'll be wonderful. And we also have variable input impedance along with your preamp gain, man. So overall, man, this preamp with, you know, couple of those boxes over there, either coming in or coming out of the software or standalone mode, does you some justice. So yeah, man, so that's what I've been kind of, you know, trying to practice a good workflow to get something going with this thing. And so far, man, pretty good, man. I'm late to the game. I'm late to the game with the NPC, but yeah, pretty goddamn good, man, for sure. All right, guys, I'm in the studio, just finished cutting out all the dead space and prepping up this big ass session, which is about 60 tracks. Yeah, I think this is about 60 tracks. Cream colored vocals, green instrumental and stuff like that, man. Whew, it took about a good 30 minutes to cut up everything and get everything squared away. All of the cream colored stuff is vocals. All of those vocals are hitting the Neve clones. So we got a little bit of preamp amplification going on, shaping the tone at about 220 hertz low end bump. We have the low impedance kicked in just to give it a little bit of razzle dazzle on the tone, and we're coming back through the SSL ADAT expander. So basically you're running ADAT out and ADAT in, so we can get the truest sound from our Neve clones. Normally I run some stuff through the digital console, but you know what I'm saying, with all my preamps that I have over here and all these preamps right here, they're all connected to the SSL ADAT, so we can get the true form of the preamplification process and stuff like that, man. So yes sir, about to get to work, man. Long session, but we're gonna knock it out, man. Yes sir. All right, what's going on, man? Look, young producers out there, man, everybody ain't your friend, everybody ain't your partner, man. Not saying everybody that you come across is gonna be somebody that you can't trust or somebody that you can't, you know what I'm saying, work with or collaborate with or, you know what I'm saying, be cool with. But you gotta protect yourself at all costs. Because your primary job as a producer, an engineer, or anybody in that music production creative space, you know what I'm saying, you use for one thing, and that is to create and deliver. That's it. Nobody don't give a fuck about who you is, what you do, and what you stand for. Because us as music creatives, you know what I'm saying, we have to maintain a certain loyalty to our customer, clients, and artists. You feel what I'm saying? And you have to, again, create and deliver on that. So don't get in your feelings on things. Keep your eyes open at all times. You feel what I'm saying? And understand where you at in a different lens, if that makes any sense. See things for what they are and not for what they is. It's a difference. Create and deliver. And that's it. Cut everything out. Don't put yourself mentally and wholeheartedly into something that don't give a fuck about you, man. Boy, Super Mario, man. We out. All right, it is the last day in January, and kind of wanted to, you know, saying, give you guys some inspiration and some motivation. Sometimes when you just do right by people, it comes back full circle. Kid you not. I'm not gonna play it, but you can see my name at the bottom right here. You know, my government, Richard Cox, and stuff like that, as listed as composer. Everybody else as composer is actually artists, so I'm the only producer on here. And then you got some other people that actually did, like, you know, the actual instrumentalist stuff or whatever the case may be. You can see the album right here, Full Circle, and stuff like that. LSU Chant song featuring Cupid. And you know, if I go back to my email, my wife emailed this to me, just kind of like basically telling me to keep my head up. 65th Annual Grammy Award nomination, Full Circle, Best Regional Roots Music Album. Yeah. So it's crazy, man, because you know, you just never know where you will end up. You never know what position you'll be in. You never know what can happen when you just do what you got to do the right way the first time, and, you know what I'm saying, treat people with respect. Sometimes that can pay you back in tenfold.